Hola and welcome to Allie Wines, where I wine so much I can open up a vineyard. This week, I am sipping on a little Viva Ray Prosecco created by Issa Rae. I want to talk about Joseph Biden and the ridiculousness of all of this coverage about how he did at the debate. People, excuse my French, fuck up. Like, nobody's perfect. I mean, damn near, Beyonce couldn't remember her lines when she was singing at Coachella. So, I mean, like, people forget. And she's, at least 40 years younger than him. I forget stuff all the time. And I'm at least years younger than him. So, I don't say older than him.
We're now at a point in time where people are talking about Biden is too old. Hell, I'm older than Biden. Well placed.
Come on now. You look good, Congresswoman.
And I get up every morning.
All right.
And I exercise.
All right.
And I work late hours.
All right.
I take care of black people.
All right.
Trump has told you who he is. He defined himself. He is a no good, deplorable, lying, despicable human being.
The only people who have a problem with how he did on the debate stage, like a real problem, and they're talking about it day after day after day after day, is the media, the mainstream media. The rest of us, we know who we're voting for. We don't care. That debate is not making or breaking anything. And the only people who are really talking about it is like George Clooney, who needs to mind his business and take care of his kids, raise the next generation, and stop it. If you don't want to give money to the man, don't give money to the man. But don't sabotage him. Like, that is just, George Clooney I've lost so much respect for him after he did that. You don't do an op-ed in the New York Times. That was just so whack. Does George Clooney even live here anymore? Like, doesn't his wife, don't they live in England? So, like, what? Like, mind your business, take care of your kids, live in England. But anyway, as I'll digress, I got a little heated there with George Clooney because that really pissed me off. This is all ridiculous. This man is doing the job every single day. So what are we even talking about? I'll tell you what we're talking about. The reason why George Clooney has a problem and everybody has a problem, the people with money, the Democrats with money, the rest of us who actually vote and affects our lives for real, we're good. Thanks. But the reason why they have a problem, you're not slick. It's because you don't want Kamala Harris to be president. That's what it's about. Because that's who would be the next logical person to run. They don't want Kamala Harris to be president, which she is more than capable. More than capable. She's definitely more capable than any other person. Pete Buttigieg, the California governor, Gavin Newsom, all of these names that people are throwing out. Sorry, she is more experienced than any of them. So all of this talk about, can Joe Biden do the job? Yes, because he's doing the job every single day. And the person that I'm actually voting for is Kamala Harris. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. I have no problem, no issue with Kamala Harris being the president of the United States. And I'm okay with that. And I'm down with that. And George Clooney, stay home with your kids and mind your business. Don't forget to comment below and let me know how you feel about this. I mean, we've been talking about it for a really long time because the mainstream media has been talking about it since the debate, and they're like a dog with a bone and they won't let it go when none of the rest of us care. And you notice that they weren't talking about what's going on in Israel. They're not talking about what's going on in Gaza. We got like specks of what was going on with NATO. They're not talking about Ukraine. They're not talking about Putin. They're not talking about China. They're not talking about the Congo. They ain't never been talking about the Congo. They're not talking about any of those things. And they're talking about a man who's actually doing what they are talking about him not doing in like present and they're talking about him not doing it. It's just so asinine and stupid. We're good, yo. Like, we're good. Move on. Tell real news. At least tell us what's going on in the rest of the world. At least do your job. Because your job reporting on Joe Biden every single day and pontificating whether he can be president or not when he's actually doing the job on a daily basis is ridiculous, and you all look stupid. I'm exhausted and I need a drink. Because y'all are boring me with that. And you need to move on. Yum. Stay alert. Get involved. And pay attention. Cheers. See you next time on another edition of Allie Wines. Oh, and don't forget to put your comments down in the comment section.
You're so bad at that, Brad. You're really fucking trash at that, Brad, dude. Just look for links down below. You just gotta point down. That's all you gotta do.
Don't forget to put your comments in the comment section.